into.
Hi guys, welcome back to 69th part of the Arduino tutorials. In today's video, we'll see how to use NEMA17 Stepper motor and A4988 Driver board with Arduino. In one of our previous tutorial, we had already worked on the small stepper motor 28BYJ48 with ULN2003 driver board. Additionally, I had covered the construction of the stepper motor, basic working principle, and different modes of operations like wave mode, full step, and half stepping. So I would recommend you guys to watch that video and get the concepts clear so that you can follow this particular video in a better way. Today, we'll mainly concentrate on the practical part. The components you need for this tutorial are Arduino board, NEMA17 stepper motor. I have the 7.2 kg/cm torque model, but you can go with any type. For controlling the motor, I'll go with A4988 driver board. As a power supply for this motor, I'll use 11.1 volts 3 cell LiPo battery. For easy connections, breadboard and jumper wires. I purchased all these project components from flyrobo.in. They have very huge collection of components and the prices are also reasonable compared to other platforms. Make sure you explore their products. I'll leave the link in the description box. Before we get into the circuit and the code, we need to get some things clear on the motor and the driver. This NEMA17 motor contains 2 coils and 4 wires. So we have to identify the endpoints of each coil for further connections. So I'm using the continuity test on the multimeter to identify the coil ends. These two belongs to first coil and these for the second coil. Moving further, we have to understand the pin outs of A4988 driver board. These are the pin numbers we can consider for reference, starting from 1 on the left top to 16 on the right top. Pin 10 and 9 are VDD and ground. These pins are used to supply power to the internal chip operation, and this can be from 3 volts to 5 volts. Pins 16 and 15 are VMOT and ground, and using these pins you can supply power to the stepper motor, and this can be from 8 volts to 35 volts. Pins 11, 12, 13 and 14 are 1B, 1A, 2A and 2B. These directly connects to the phase wires of the stepper motor. On the left side, pin 1 is enable, which is used to enable or disable the driver board. It's an active low pin. By pulling it low, the driver will get enabled. By default, this pin will be internally pulled to low state. So if you want to disable, you can make it high. So next, pin 2, 3, 4 are MS1, MS2 and MS3. These are micro-stepping pins which are used to select the different operation mode of the stepper motor. This is the reference table you can consider. By selecting the respective combination of these values, you can run the motor in different modes based on your requirements. If you want to understand more on this full step, half step, 1/4 step and so on, you can refer our previous tutorial video. I'll also leave the link in the description box. Further, we have reset pin on pin 5, which is also active low. If you pull this pin to low state, the driver gets reset and the motor goes to initial position. For normal operation, to avoid this reset, we have to externally pull this pin to logic high state. On pin 6, we have sleep, again active low pin. By pulling this low, the driver board goes into power saving mode. In order to avoid this, internally this pin is pulled to high state. So at last, we have two control pins, step pin on 7, and this is the main input for running the motor. If we give high signal on this pin, the motor moves by one step. So finally, the direction pin on 8 is required for controlling the direction of the motor. By setting this pin to high, the motor rotates in the clockwise direction and it changes to anti-clockwise by making this pin to low. With this, I hope the pin details are clear. With this information, we'll move on to the connections. First, I'll take the 5 volts and ground from the Arduino board onto the breadboard. This line will be positive and this is negative. I'll place the driver on the breadboard with the trimming potentiometer facing the bottom side. On the right, bottom two pins, VDD and ground, goes to Arduino 5 volts and ground on the breadboard. On the motor, these two for first coil and these two for the second one. The endpoints of first coil goes to 2B and 2A, and the endpoints of second coil connected to 1A and 1B. The top pins VMOT and ground I'll connect later to 11.1 volts power supply. Next, the step pin goes to Arduino digital pin 2 and the direction pin to digital pin 3. The sleep pin will be already high, which is taken care internally in the circuit. But the reset pin, we have to externally make it high, or you can directly connect with the sleep pin. Microstepping pins MS1, MS2 and MS3 connects to Arduino digital pins 4, 5 and 6. This is all about the connections. If you have any confusions, you can download the circuit diagram from the link in the description box. Moving on to the coding part, first I'll start declaring all the pins we have connected at the top in the declaration with int data type. So first is the step pin connected on pin 2, direction pin on 3, and further we have 3 pins for microstep selection, MS1 pin, four, MS2 on 5, and MS3 on 6. So in the setup function, we'll set modes of all the pins as output with pin mode function. This is 2 and this is 3. So next we have to set values for the microstep selection pins. We'll start with the default one, which is full step mode. So as per this reference, we have to set all the 3 pins to low in order to use the full stepping mode. This we can do it in the setup function itself, since it's one time. I'll use digital write ms1 low. I'll copy the same. This will be ms2 and 3. So all pins are low as per this. So we will get the full stepping mode. Done with the setup function, we'll move on to the loop. So very first, we have to set the direction control pin using digital write function. Direction pin. So we'll start with a high value or 1 and see which direction our motor rotates. So the last part is to generate a pulse. Every pulse on the step pin makes the motor to move by 1 step. So if you want the motor to keep running continuously, we can generate the pulses inside this loop function. So I'll use digital write step pin high, some delay. Instead of delay, we can also use delay microseconds so that we can get smaller values. Start with 700 microseconds. So I'll copy the same and make it low. So with this, we get 1 pulse, which makes motor to move 1.8 degrees as per this data sheet. So this pulses in a loop will make our motor running continuously. You can also modify this delay values to control the speed. For now, I'll upload this code and show the results. So I'm connecting this 12-volt supply now. So as we can see, the motor is rotating with full stepping mode and in the backward direction. So now, in order to change the direction, simply reverse the value on the direction pin. So it was high, I'll make it low and upload the code. As we can see, the motor started rotating in the forward direction. So this is on the direction. For controlling the speed, now I have 700 microseconds. I'll make it 1200. So with increasing the delay, the motor speed will reduce. So the speed has reduced slightly. I can still reduce the speed by giving larger values like 2000 microseconds. From this, we can see the speed has reduced. So last part on the microstep selection. So we have full stepping mode now. So in order to make it 1/4 step, we have to make low, high and low. So this I'll change it in the setup function. Low, high and low. So this is how 1/4 step looks. So in the same way, you can also try other modes of operation by changing the combination of these three pins. So this is how you can run the stepper motor, control the direction, and operate on different modes using A4988 driver board. I hope this video will help you a lot in your projects. If you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section below. And make sure to check out the other videos from the playlist. Thank you for watching. We'll be back in the next one.